Hey guys, Likey here, back with another video, and I know it's been a while, but we've got a pretty good video for you guys today. This is going to be pushing with Xbow Cycle. This is my current ladder deck. It's a great deck. Last season I used Mortar Bait. This season I'm using Xbow, so definitely interesting. It's a great ladder deck because it has a lot of common cards like Knight Archers, Skeletons, Ice Spirit, Tesla. Traditionally, it has Ice Golem for challenges, but I use Knight because it's ladder, and Knight can be leveled up easier. Definitely still a great deck. With this deck, you'll have mostly wins and draws. I did have a loss recently because my log didn't one-shot his princess, and it just survived for about 2 minutes, and it was really annoying to get rid of. You do lose occasionally, but for the most part, it's just wins and draws. We're 2 battles away from 4,600, so we're just going to be going for it in this video. And it might be a bit of a longer video, since I'm going to have to be forcing draws a bit if things get tough. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to start with an Ice Spirit in the bridge, kind of seeing what he has. And he has Golem, which he played very aggressively for some reason, to block an Ice Spirit. So that's the optimal Tesla placement that's going to pull it with the most distance. He has minions. I have archers, which are going to be able to take everything out with the help of a fireball. And that worked out okay. So let's defend this baby dragon with some skeletons, and that's going to wrap that up. So he has Golem. So the thing with Golem is it's 8 elixir, and your Xbow's only 6. So if you can get an Xbow locked before they have enough elixir for their Golem, like right now, I highly doubt he has his Golem in cycle or has enough elixir for it. And with my Xbow, it's just gonna, he's just gonna keep having to commit. So, let's see. There we go. And we got a pretty good lock there. Let's get some archers down, and those are the kinds of locks you want to try to get versus Golem, when they just either don't have their Golem in cycle or don't have enough elixir for it, and then once you get your Xbow locked, they can't play their Golem because now they have to defend the Xbow. So we're just going to log out the princess. This is a Golem deck. I don't have to worry about bait elements. And even if it's a weird Golem deck with Goblin Barrel, I have the Knight and the Skeleton. So let's start up a Knight in the back, see what he's going to do now. He's going to give me a free fireball in the tower. I'm definitely going to take that. Thank you. And here we go. Let's see where this match goes. So he's going to play another Golem. I'm going to set up another Tesla. And now that we're in double elixir, I might be able to cycle to another Tesla, which is definitely a lot of fun. Here we go. Interesting. He's going to go with a graveyard. And that is not going to be easy to defend. But I seem to have been able to do it. The Tesla over there's helping out against the Mega Minion. I'm able to take out his baby dragon, and yeah, I was able to take it out. So he gives me another free fireball, and now I know to watch out for the graveyard. Let's just log the princess. I don't want to deal with her. I had some annoyance with princess in the last match I did before I started recording, but here we go. So he's going to play his Golem. I'm going to try to defend it. And now I have to be very careful of his graveyard, which is probably coming now. Tower locked onto the baby dragon, which is pretty lucky for me. Wait, let me pull this Golem over here. And it might be a draw, but it also might be a win. So let me see here. So here we go. I have an Xbow down. Let me get a Tesla down. Catch the baby dragon there. And my Tesla's 1 level under his minions, so it's not going to one-shot them. But it looks like that's going to work out fine. Let's get a fireball on here, and it looks like we're going to be able to win this game. So that's definitely pretty good. And that puts us 1 battle away from 4,600, I believe. Yep, 4590, so let's hit it for sure. And let's see what we get matched up against this time. I would say something like Giant Miner would be the hardest thing to face with this deck. Golem is beatable as long as you just defend their Golem and then hit them hard when they can't use their Golem. Also, when they pump, you can easily punish them. So I'm trying to find out kind of what his win condition is before I go in, because if it turns out he has a Giant or a Royal Giant, I'll be in trouble if I just go in for an Xbow. There you go, he goes with the Hog, so should be able to beat a Hog. And let's get a Knight down, because that Wizard was about to lock onto the tower. And, yeah, so I can always use my Tesla on his Hog, and it looks like he's going to have Wizard and Executioner, which is an interesting combo. I'm going to have my Tesla defend his Executioner, and his Mini P.E.K.K.A. apparently. And let's get skeletons down. They're just going to get melted and zapped, so that's good. He wasted 2 elixir on 1 elixir skeletons. And let's just get my Xbow in. He has Hog, he doesn't have Giant, so... let's get a Knight down here. And if he sends a Hog, it should funnel into range of my Tesla that's already down there. So there you go, he uses Wizard. I'm going to send in archers here. They're going to take that out while dying to the wizard, but that's fine. We got an Xbow lock, and it's looking pretty good. I'm going to get a Tesla down to defend this Hog after it takes down my Xbow. There we go. And at this point, we could either Fireball Cycle early or try to get another lock. I think we can definitely get another lock. He doesn't have, like, crazy stuff like Giant and P.E.K.K.A. Oh, funny story, I actually faced that earlier. But you can force the draw versus almost anything. So let's go with the quick Ice Spirit and Skeletons. I'm going to start getting as many Fireballs as I can. So he gave me that Executioner to Fireball, so I Fireballed it. Here we go, let's get some Archers down to help out. Let's get an Ice Spirit down here. Let's get a Tesla here. That was an optimal placement, but that's fine. I just had to get a Tesla down quick. Is he going to give me another Fireball? He is going to give me another Fireball. And I'm going to push it into my Knight. Let's get Skeletons down. Let's get Ice Spirit down. Let's get a Knight down. Yes, okay. So the Executioner didn't get a chance to hit my Archers. Hopefully Wizard doesn't get a chance to hit my Archers, but it will. So I think this should be an easy win from here. He's going to put an Executioner at the bridge, so I can just log that. Okay, let me just get the Teslas down, and then I can start a Fireball cycle, Fireball log cycle. Here we go. So let's get a Fireball down. Let's get a Knight down here. Let's log the tower. And Tesla's there for his Hog. And let's get another Fireball down. And we're going to need another Fireball. We can't just take it down with a log yet. So Ice Spirit Skeletons, and we're going to get back to a Fireball. So that's good game, well played. 2 straight wins, right to 4,600. That is my personal best this season. Definitely going to be trying to push higher since this deck is definitely capable of it. But for this video, it looks like we're done. There we go, Challenger 3. As you can see, that's the highest I've reached this season so far with this Xbow deck. And I'm gonna show you guys a replay really quick. Let's see, what replay do I want to show? I think forcing a tie is pretty important. I wasn't able to show you guys that in this video, but I'm gonna show you guys how to force a tie versus something like Giant, and with a lot of support that you have trouble beating. So generally, I don't decide to force a tie as soon as I see the Giant, but, you know, if I'm about, like, 2 minutes into the match, and I can't get anything done just because of all this stuff, then I might start considering forcing a tie. But forcing a tie doesn't necessarily mean like pre-planting your Tesla all the time and like defending it out completely. Sometimes it means pressuring him like with an Xbow in the lane that he doesn't want to attack, and then he's forced to play his giant there. Then you defend out the giant while the giant takes down your Xbow. And even though the giant took down your Xbow, he's still not attacking on the side he wants to attack, so it's still a win for you since you're leading towards the tie force. So here you go. I just defend what he has with whatever I have. With Xbow, even if you don't have a counter, you can just cycle to a counter and it'll be completely fine. One thing I love about Xbow cycle is you have almost no bad hands. So we're going to see how I managed to tie versus a giant. And while some of you might be thinking like, oh, I can beat giant with Xbow, that's not really what I'm trying to show you right now. I'm just trying to show you how to force a tie, since I wasn't able to show you guys that in the live battles I did. So here you go, he has a giant, so I decide to set up my Tesla here. If they place the giant first, you don't want to place an Xbow into it. That's just bad for you, because they get tons of value on their giant before it even starts attacking. So, I just cycle my archers, my knight, and my Tesla. I use my cycle cards to cycle to them, but, overall it's fine. So there you go, just log the Musketeer, and it's max, so it gets a ton of damage on one hit, which I wasn't expecting. But here you go, I think I decided to go Xbow, like, opposite lane. There you go, so I go Xbow opposite lane here, because he wants to attack the lower health tower, the one with 2686. So if I have a slight elixir advantage and I want to go with an Xbow in the opposite lane, it's a good play, since now I'm just wasting his time. Like, I just wasted 20 seconds of his time, because now he had to deal with that Xbow, and that's 20 seconds he could have been attacking my tower. So here you go, I just go with another Xbow, I just keep him on my lane. Now he places down a lot of fireballable support, like the Musketeer and Ice Wizard, so I just hit it with a fireball and a log, and it works out fine. And his giant, it's level 11, it's so tanky, it just takes out my Xbow. I might have gotten a lock there if I was lucky, but even though I didn't, it was fine, and I just keep either pressuring him on this lane to prevent him from attacking, or I just defend it out if he places the giant first. So either way, it's going to go to a tie. Definitely don't try to attack with an Xbow on the same lane he's attacking, because then if he does manage to break through like he almost did there, he'll have a much easier time taking the tower. So you can tell that he wants to attack on the other lane, he just doesn't have an opportunity to. And I'm just going to speed it up here, because I defended out for the last 30 seconds. And, as you could see on my log probably, I had a lot of ties before I got here. That's because, you know, you're going to face stuff you can't beat every once in a while, and it's okay to force the tie. It's a lot better than losing. So, that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely leave comments on my video, and yeah, I'll be back in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be making an Xbow guide soon, so I'll probably post that in the description. I did make a 3 Musketeer complete deck guide. If you guys want to see that, I'll post that in the description too, but yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.